Motion from the wide receiver. Throws it back. Fires immediately. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, the pressure build.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just smothered on the play. And the Aggies want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going.
Bro, throw the ball right, man. Come on.
No further, and it'll be a short pickup on
Oh, weak ass throw.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
He's not going to make it to the first down marker, but that looked like a clear face mask, and he might wind up with the first down anyway. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Throws toward the end zone. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, deep shot for the end zone.
Come on, QB.
And they can't hook
Come on,
up.
quarterback.
Big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Come on, quarterback.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's going to run it to the 15. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. Drops back on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Breaks into the... Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just
Come on,
know
freshman
it's a
QB.
matter
God
of
damn.
time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
From deep, it's Hampton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Sends it back in motion. Raiola. They're all over him.
Catch the ball.
Just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Raiola to throw for it on fourth. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
First play of this drive. Working that left side now. There he goes. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Hauls it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Out wide right, it's Warren. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And he goes absolutely nowhere. The return will lose yards.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5.
Oh, that's on me. That's my fault. Fuck.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. And the Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Here's Raiola to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown, Oregon! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Number 39, set to the end zone. And he's going to try to return this one. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll run it on the counter. He's past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quick give. It's Edwards. Hard running there. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be an 8-yard loss. Texas A&M going quickly. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man out of the backfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab past the marker. He smashes his way through again. The 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Lining up for the PAT.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the Jets, and is gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Raiola to throw. He lost one down the sideline.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing.
He's going to fire deep.
Oh, come on, man.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback changing the play. 4th down, Raiola. Takes a hit as he fires. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Great place to start for this offense. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Texas A&M going up tempo. Keep it on the ground. Got a little touchdown, Texas A&M. Great job by the back on the option.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And they did tack on the extra point. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Play action with Raiola. Slings it downfield. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just gets rid of that one.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Raiola from the gun on third down. Complete in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Season Alley. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
Sends it downfield. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over him. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Taking a shot. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Aggies. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Deep in the end zone, it's Hampton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The give to the single back. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at LSU in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Bulldogs in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Goes high.
Bro, get out of here.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Gets the back moving. Raiola unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bear. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Back to throw, it's Raiola. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-one.
Bro, what is... Bro.